Now we're going to look at how to solve polynomial and rational inequalities algebraically. So the first one we have is x squared minus 7x is greater than or equal to 6. Well, just like when you're solving regular equations, when you have a quadratic, you need it set equal to 0. So subtract 6 from both sides. So we have greater than or equal to 0. And we can just leave that as an equals for now. And then to solve a quadratic, we either use quadratic formula or factor. This one will factor. So we'd have 6 and 1. The 6 needs to be negative. Set them both equal to 0. And then let's just look at the graph. So we see where we've got negative 1 and 6 here. Where is it greater than or equal to 0? And write our interval. So from negative infinity, we are greater than or equal to, so we're going to include the negative 1 with the bracket. And then also from 6 to infinity. What about this one? Well, we just set all our factors equal to 0 since it's already factored for us. And we've already got it equal to 0, so that's good. So we'll just say x plus 4 equals 0, x plus 1 equals 0, and x minus 2 equals 0. So x is negative 4, negative 1, or 2. And over here we can see negative 4, negative 1, and 2. And where is it greater than or equal to 0? Well, we can just look at our graph here. So from negative infinity to negative 4, and since it's or equal to, we'll include with a bracket. From negative 1 to 2, also included with brackets. For example 1, it says here, well, I guess this is our third example really, but find the vertical asymptotes, the horizontal asymptote, X-intercepts, Y-intercept, and a hole if there is one. So, looking at x plus 4 over x minus 3 is less than or equal to 0. We find the vertical asymptotes just as we have before. Take the bottom, set it equal to 0. So x equals 3 will be a vertical asymptote. I'm going to go over here and put it on our graph. The horizontal asymptote, since the degree on the top is equal to the degree on the bottom, they're both 1. And the leading coefficient on the top is 1. The leading coefficient on the bottom is 1. So the horizontal asymptote is y equals 1. What are the x-intercepts? Set this equal to 0. Multiply both sides by x plus 3. X plus 3 goes away. And the x-intercept will be at negative 4. Right there. And then the y-intercept. Well, that's where we put 0 in for x. So the y-intercept is going to be at negative 4/3 or negative 1.33 or negative 1 1/3, however you want to write it. So about right there. And then it asks us, are there any holes? So we go back and we see, is there anything here that will cancel out? And there's not. So that means that there's no holes in this particular function. And so that's it for this section.